Hey there boys and girls, like Skillfaker here and welcome back to another Counter-Strike Global Offensive video. So today, as the title already suggested, I wanted to talk a little bit about the recent nerfs to the AWP or AWP, depending on what you want to call it. And I don't really see a real reason besides nerfing it for like the changes they applied to the weapon. But anyways, if you don't know what they did to it, I would say we should start out with that first. So, again, the first thing is, now when you're scoping in or zooming in with your AWP, your scope will stay blurred for approximately 1 second, which is only a visual change, so the accuracy penalty we had before is pretty much the same, so super quick scoping is still not possible. However, it's just basically the way it was before the patch, but again, not as it was in 1.6 or in Source. Another thing is now that when you're moving with a scope, you will of course have your blurry lines, but in addition to that you will also get a smaller circle of the scope, so it basically means your scope will get smaller and you will see less through your scope. Now when you're shift walking, you will also get the blurry lines as well as the smaller scope, which is a big nerf in my opinion, because I really like to shift walk with the AWP and just being able to, I don't know, just have that ability, I guess. Last but not least, another penalty is when you're stutter stepping and you're 100% accurate again, the weapon still needs approximately 1 second or like 500 milliseconds to reset the blurred lines to normal, even though you're 100% accurate again. And again, these are basically changes that they've now applied to the weapon. And again, I think this is mainly for nerfing. They have been nerfing the AWP all through CSGO basically, and just for starters, I guess you could say that it's helpful if they have like if you're starting out with CSGO and you don't know how all the weapons work, it could be helpful when the lines get blurry so you know you're not accurate. But the problem is that now you're like even accurate, you can be even accurate when the lines or the scope is still blurred, which doesn't make a lot of sense in my opinion, and especially when you're a player that mainly likes to play with the AWP. This is, I don't know, just annoying, I guess. I mean, just from the gameplay, it felt like when I was playing it with the new patch, it felt really irritating because the scopes were blurred. I would not say that it would necessarily affect your skills as an AWPer, so I guess if you have been AWPing for a while and that's what you mainly do, I don't think that it should have a problem. Again, this was the first match I had with it, and it just kind of felt irritating to me, so it kind of can throw your aim off, but I think as soon as you're getting used to it, it should not be that big of a deal, because when you're getting used to it, they're just like minor changes. Again, the biggest change or nerf I think would be that you now have a smaller scope while walking, even while shift walking. And this is, yeah, I actually do not know why they did that, because now I don't really see a reason for shift walking anymore. I mean, before that we had the clear lines, we had a big scope, now it's blurred lines and a small scope, and there's not much to distinguish between shift walking and normal walking, because you can also like reduce your or get back to 100% accuracy when you're stutter stepping while normal moving. Of course, your scope will wobble a lot more and just wobble around a lot more when you're moving instead of shift walking, but still, I think that's the biggest nerf. And yeah, I guess we will have to wait and see and how it just plays out. I guess it's really interesting to see how it will affect plays in competitive play with all the top tier teams and see what they are doing with it. But yeah, again, my personal take on it, and again, I would love to hear you guys' take on it and what you think about the whole topic. But my personal take on it is that I guess that it is a nerf, of course, obviously, but still, if you're a good AWPer or if you're comfortable while AWPing, you shouldn't be affected that much by it. I think you should be fine. At least that's what I think. But yeah, I think this pretty much wraps it up for this commentary. Please let me know if you want to see more Counter-Strike Global Offensive gameplay. But I think it's pretty much all for now, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and Lucky Skillfaker out.